All right, welcome back to Getting Sober, again. My name is Jay, and today we're going to talk about the 7 main reasons why we can easily gain weight after quitting alcohol. But first, if you care about your own sobriety journey as much as we do, we have hundreds of videos on the topics of sobriety and self-improvement. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. All right, let's get started. So first, let's ask the community, did you gain weight or did you lose weight after you first got sober? Comment down below. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first quit drinking alcohol, I just so happened to lack discipline in other areas of my life, like eating ice cream. When I first went to the grocery store, I was getting an innocent little pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, but then a couple days later, it was up to 2 pints. Then I was going out to the ice cream shop and getting a triple scoop sampler. But then after realizing how much I was spending on ice cream, I started sifting through those bargain half-gallon ice creams at the grocery store, not unlike how we can easily go from top shelf liquor at your local bar to bottom shelf plastic handles and drinking alone in your living room. Because just like with alcohol and other drugs, how we treat sugar is no different. We can easily find ourselves addiction jumping as soon as we quit drinking alcohol. Maybe you'll quit alcohol, but you'll pick up a caffeine habit, or a weed habit, or a junk food habit, or nicotine, or vaping, or snacking. We actually made a video on this exact topic called Are You Addiction Jumping, aka Cross Addiction. And I'm sure you know by now from watching all of our videos that our brain doesn't stop searching for more ways to release more feel-good chemicals such as dopamine. And eating food is one of the easiest ways to get a quick dopamine hit. So let's quickly go over the top 7 reasons why we can easily find ourselves gaining weight after getting sober. The first reason why we gain weight after getting sober is sugar cravings. When someone stops drinking, they can have intense sugar cravings as their body adjusts to the absence of alcohol. These cravings can easily lead to consumption of high sugar, high calorie foods, which also releases dopamine in the brain. But unfortunately, in consuming these sugary treats, this also contributes to weight gain. Now here's a pro tip. For a guilt-free way to heal your body and have a sweet snack, choose your favorite fruits instead. Fruits that are packed with vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients that your body actually needs to detox the liver as well as building up the immune system. The second reason why we gain weight after getting sober is we're replacing alcohol calories with food calories. Now, a calorie is a calorie, but the amount of nutritional value that comes with each calorie is different. Alcohol is often referred to as empty calories because it provides calories without significant nutritional value. When somebody stops drinking alcohol, they're no longer consuming these liquid calories. However, if they don't consciously adjust their diet, they're likely going to replace those calories with extra food. And when we seek comfort in a tasty meal, we can easily lose track of those calories, which oftentimes adds up to much more calories than we were consuming from just alcohol alone. I know that when I was heavily binge drinking alcohol, I would often be strategic about what I ate or even if I ate at all before I started drinking. Now, how many times did you say to yourself, I don't want to eat before I drink because it'll just mess up my buzz? I know, me too. Now, the third reason why we gain weight after getting sober is emotional eating. Many people use alcohol as a coping mechanism for stress, for anxiety, or for other negative emotions. When they become sober, they might run to food for comfort instead. This emotional eating can lead to overconsumption and weight gain over time. And you can easily convince yourself to have one more cookie, to have one more donut, to have one more slice of pizza, to crack open another cold can of Coke because at least it's not as bad as alcohol, right? But if you find yourself gaining 40 pounds in the first 2 months after getting sober, you might find yourself depressed for a whole new set of extra large reasons. Pro tip, if you ever feel like your eating is getting a little bit out of control, try adopting this motto, which I still use to this day. Don't replace entertainment with eating. I'm going to say that one more time. Don't replace entertainment with eating. Now, what I mean by that is now more than any other time in human history, we have more abundance than ever before. Just 100 years ago, you had to be extremely wealthy to be overweight. Nowadays, you can easily become overweight in just a few months from daily binge snacking purely out of boredom. So again, don't treat food as your only entertainment. Here, let me ask you a question that'll hopefully put calories into perspective. How long would it take you personally to eat a double cheeseburger? From start to finish, it would probably only take you about, 7, maybe 10 minutes tops? But it would take you over 1 hour of non-stop running on a treadmill at 6 miles per hour just to burn off the calories in one double cheeseburger. And I don't know about you, but personally, I hate running on treadmills. The fourth reason why we gain weight after getting sober is, I bet you didn't know this one, it's because of an increased appetite and improved taste. Chronic alcohol consumption can suppress appetite and dull the sense of taste. As the body heals and adjusts to sobriety, appetite often returns to normal and your taste buds become more sensitive. And if your food tastes better, are you more likely to eat less or to eat more? You're probably going to eat more, right? And more calories equals more weight gain. That's right. All right, the fifth reason why we tend to gain more weight after getting sober is we focus more on physical comfort and pleasure. That's because after the initial discomfort and the huge challenge of getting sober, we can easily find ourselves just wanting to feel more comfortable. And just like I mentioned earlier, we can easily gravitate towards eating for pleasure and entertainment. We can easily find pleasure in food as a legal source of gratification. Maybe we start trying new restaurants, or maybe we start trying out all those new TikTok recipes that keeps popping up in our social media feed. Slowly but surely, all these tasty new flavors and comfort foods are gonna start showing up around our waistline. The sixth reason why we gain weight after getting sober is muscle protein synthesis. Studies have shown that alcohol consumption, particularly in heavy amounts and especially post-exercise, can directly reduce the rate of muscle protein synthesis. This means that the body's ability to repair and build new muscle tissue is what? It's impaired. Did you know that heavy alcohol consumption can also lead to a decrease in testosterone levels? And alcohol can also increase the levels of cortisol, aka the stress hormone, that can promote muscle tissue breakdown. In simple terms, when you drink alcohol, your body starts to recover and your metabolism adjusts accordingly. And speaking of metabolism, the seventh and final reason why we tend to gain weight after getting sober is metabolic changes. Chronic heavy alcohol use, as we just found out, can disrupt our metabolism. While sobriety generally leads to a healthier metabolism in the long run, the initial adjustment period can sometimes involve metabolic shifts that contribute to weight gain. Again, when you quit drinking, your body starts to recover and your metabolism starts to adjust. Now you might start to gain weight because your body's actually starting to absorb nutrients better, but it's not all necessarily going to be muscle gain. It could also be from all those extra calories and less physical activity. So remember, stay active after getting sober and make sure that you're eating healthier along with your new sobriety journey. And now that you know the 7 main reasons why we can easily gain weight after getting sober, use that awareness to continue choosing better habits over worse habits. Now, we're all going to sit around and binge snack just because we're bored, but you can definitely choose more guilt-free foods like we talked about in one of our most recent videos, the 10 main reasons why you should eat more fruit after getting sober. The only real consequence of binge eating healthy fruits and vegetables after getting sober is that you might be a little gassy and maybe a little bloated. But think about it this way. It's really hard to gain weight when you're just eating clean foods like fruits and vegetables, right? So make it your next goal to stay away from processed foods like cookies, chips, bread, pastas, candy, pastries, fast foods, and greasy fried foods. And instead, just focus on real foods like meat, fish, poultry, eggs, beans, legumes, dark leafy greens. Beets is a favorite of mine, and sweet potatoes, maybe yams, and whatever else your other favorite fruits and vegetables are. Comment down below. And when we make this shift into our eating habits, we start to expedite the repair process from all of those years of neglect from binge drinking. And also, too, we start to speed boost our anti-aging to reduce our biological age, which is how old our body appears to be from the inside, which is compared to our chronological age, which is just how old you are since you were born. And as I always like to say, one good habit tends to lead to what? Another good habit, that's right. Just like one bad habit typically leads to another bad habit. And if you're ready for better eating habits, comment down below and say, I'm ready to start eating better. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to show your support for everybody here in this sobriety community by giving this video a thumbs up. But if you're ready to binge watch another one of our helpful videos, click on the link in the top corner of the screen. And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your self-improvement journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.